Welcome back. It's so good to have you here. It's an honor and a delight to have you here in my space. My name is Deborah, but no, not but. My name is Deborah Foster. I love to be called the biggest draw because it's one name that reminds me of how much I am loved by God. That name was given to me by my now husband the years before we even knew we were going to get married. And it is one name that I loved so much and decided to adopt. While other people have tried to give me other names similar to that, I chose to stay by Debbie Gosh Jaw. So, welcome back. Today, I just want to speak to you about five things. Can you say five things? Yeah, five things, just five things. That is necessary conversation to have with whoever it is that you're in a relationship with. Just before I go into the five things, I want to recommend a book. It is 30 things to ask your partner to be authentic conversation style. I'm going to write the name over there on your screen. It is a book by Mrs. Odiadede Agbo, and she's a fantastic and award-winning relationship coach, and in preparation for marriage, I read a lot of her books. Somewhere within my channel, you're going to see a list of some of those books. And so please do well to check it out and go through the books. Reach out to her, or you. I'll also link our seller page in the description box. So please feel free to go through her books and buy as much as possible. So let's go into the video. Five things to discuss even as you prepare for marriage. I'm not sure if I should talk about genotype because that's something everybody knows, but let me still talk about it. Your genotype. So while you go into marriage, it is even said that before you even go far, before you catch all the feelings, it is good to ask. So number one, as genotype compatibility, try to know if it is. I know, for instance, when I went for mine, it's funny because I had gone for this genotype testing, and my genotype had come back, and just randomly, yeah, the lab technician had just said that, oh, whoever it is I'm going to get married to has to be of a certain genotype. And I'm like, okay. And at that point, I did not know what my now husband's genotype was. I was one of those that did not that did not ask at the beginning. And so after she said that, to say I was scared, well, I was a little scared because, like I said, I did not know what his genotype was at that point or is at that point. Whatever English. So I immediately texted him and said, please tell me this is your genotype. And he said, yes. Hooray, I'm safe. So, yeah. So, ask number one in genotype. It's very necessary for you to ask. The second thing you want to talk about is finances. It is said that finances have a major impact on marriages. So, you want to understand what is financial status, what are financial status, and beyond just understanding what the financial status, you need to understand your relationship on money. Is he a spender or is she the spender? Is this somebody that is very frugal with money? You need to understand that because it helps you, um it gives you an idea of how money in marriage will be managed. I remember being concerned that, oh, am I sure I have enough money? Am I sure I want to go into marriage now? And then you know how people say, you can go in, God will provide, and all of that. I went in, and God has been taking so much care of us. Like, it's been so amazing having a man that understands money and then helps me save. Before I got married, I used to think, oh, I'm a huge saver. I do investment and all of that. I got to my and I'm going to say, okay, auntie, I have realized that when you have money in your account, you spend it anyhow. So now, send it to this account, send it to this account, send it to me. Put it in this investment, put it in this investment, put it in this investment. and so it has helped me grow my finances more. So understand your partner's relationship with money. The third thing you want to talk about is the number of children you want to have. I know that is a no-brainer, but you really should have a conversation about it. And also understand the fact that even if you have a conversation about it, there might be a possibility that it goes beyond the peg you have put in. For instance, Sisi Yemi, some of us know her after having three children, and then should I say out of the blues, because she was really shocked when the pregnancy came in, and it was not just one, it was two, and so they had to adjust to that new family setting. So have conversations, understand your partner, so that if such a thing happens, how are you going to, move forward from that? And the fourth thing I want to speak to you about is your spiritual life and your spiritual orientation. It is said that they want people to, as much as possible, you want people to, as much as possible, feed from the same source. So understand, if before you get married you're going to different denominations, there needs to be a conversation as to which of the denominations you would be attending. Would we be going to the man's church, or would we go to the woman's church? Or to ensure that there is no way, I like my church, I don't like your church, blah blah blah, you decide to prayerfully get a another church that is neutral to both of you, and feed from that. So the spiritual compatibility is very, very important. The fifth thing I want to speak about is the issue of in-laws. We see so many things on social media about in-laws, 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 in-laws. Number one, you want to learn to have a very good relationship with your in-laws. You want to, as partners, speak on how you're going to navigate in-law relationship, which is very, very important, so you do not get into marriage and it becomes a matter of, I'm not sure why your sister is doing this, I'm not sure why your brother is doing this. Rather, you have a united front as to how to, relate with in-laws. And I'm so thankful to God for giving me the best of in-laws, because I can relate to them as much as I want. So you want to also ensure that even from the dating or the courting stage, even from the dating and the courting stage, you have such a relationship with them that makes you better. I hope that these points of mine have been very useful, and there are more conversations to be had concerning what you should speak to about, and probably in subsequent videos I would speak to them. Like I said, Mrs. Odi has a book which I'll link in the description box that you can go to read and have an extensive conversation. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Bye.